Charles Kupchan is a senior fellow at the Council on Foreign Relations. He is now joining us live from Washington, D.C. Mr. Kupchan, thank you very much for making time for us and welcome to WION. We are receiving reports that Iran has written to the United Nations Security Council and asked them to condemn Israeli strikes. In fact, the Council is supposed to meet tomorrow on Monday. What can the United Nations really do at this point, considering that Israel doesn't listen to or has a fraught relationship with the United Nations?
Bottom line, there's not much the United Nations can do. And I don't think you're going to see any clear statement that enjoys the support of the Security Council on this issue, because the Security Council is divided. But I have to say that looking at the events of the last few days, I'm surprised that we're not seeing more violence. I think the Israeli strike was on the limited side. It was much less ambitious and broad in scope than I think many expected. It looks like the supreme leader in Iran is cautioning restraint. He's saying, let's not exaggerate what happened. Netanyahu is saying mission accomplished, everything has worked. So at least for now, it looks like we will not see a significant escalation of full-blown war between Iran and Israel. And in some ways, that decreases the importance of something consequential coming out of the United Nations.
Mr. Kupchan, let's talk about the what-ifs. Iran says they are really not concerned about the retaliation and counterattacks. All they want is a ceasefire both in Gaza and Lebanon, when at the same time, their supreme leader, Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, saying the reaction by Iran will be proportional in the future. And that's where critics are wary. They say if this tension between Iran and Israel escalates, it could turn ugly and uncontrollable. Your thoughts?
Well, I think that the situation right now is dangerous in the sense that we just don't know whether that level of escalation will occur. If it does escalate to a full-blown war, we could see a massive amount of instability. We could see Iranian attacks against U.S. targets in Iraq, in Syria, in other places. The U.S. may then enter the war. But I think what Israel was doing in this strike was sending a message. This was more of a symbolic strike than it was a clear effort to take down Iran's military capability. And that message was simply this: if and when we want to, we can take down your air defense system. We can shut down your radars. We can hit your S-300s anti-aircraft installations and basically have control over Iranian airspace, giving Israel the ability to hit at will regime targets, military targets, oil installations, maybe nuclear sites. And I think the message was clear. You, Iran, are exposed. You don't want to go down this road. And it appears, at least for now, that Iran has heard that message and is not looking to escalate. But yes, this is a tentative, uncertain moment. Iran may retaliate, and then we may see that tit-for-tat escalation that could lead to a wider war. At least now, for today, that does not appear to be something that is likely in the near future.
All right, we'll have to leave it there. I've been talking to Mr. Charles Kupchan. He's a senior fellow at the Council on Foreign Relations. Mr. Kupchan, thank you for your time and for talking to us today.
Good to be with you.
For all the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.